So, all right, let's do what we all came here for. Let's crack open this behemoth of a box. I mean, I'm not actually going to open it right here. I'm going to open it because I know what's actually in it already. I did check earlier to make sure that there was no address inside or anything. So, we have a vault, a box, the Zed and Shen Showdown decks. That is heavier than I thought. Some sleeves. And the first thing that I'll do is take out a playmat. Because it's not Pride Month anymore. And, I mean, we did have the card Two Dudes Kissing in Unleashed. And now we have Two Girls Fighting as our playmat for Vendetta. This is a very pretty playmat. I actually want to take a look at something, because now I'm doing playmat production. I want to see whether they list who makes this. Interesting. I wonder whether this is the same as our manufacturer. It's possible. The cat is not included. Luke is getting held by my auto moderator. And this is Paro, by the way. For those of you that don't know Paro, she is one of my babies. One of my two. Cat not included in a creator kit. Although, to be honest, if she was included, everyone would get driven insane. Alright, let's start with the vault. I actually never got a vault for... Was it only the last set that had vaults? Was it just Unleashed, or did Spirit Forged also have vaults? I actually don't remember. But this is the first one I've got. As you can see, that side of me, just kind of down here, I always love the magic bundles. So, big fan of having a box to store things in. This is like kind of interestingly tall compared to long. Ooh. If I don't say so myself. Cool. Got some tokeny bits. Spare runes, nice. Okay, the number of times I've had like lands around my house from Magic, and I'm like, I'm never going to use these, and I guarantee I'll end up using these at some point. So I shall never complain about that. Nice tokens. Don't know how the community are going to act with tentacle tokens in the game. We'll have to see. Which I think is what probably everybody is saying about how that is for the community. Alright, Paro. You are being helpful with pack opening, but I would also say you could be being more helpful by being not there, but we'll leave you there until we have too many packs and too many things to go by. I'm not going to pack trick every pack because we're going to be here all day. Our first thing we're looking for is just my preview card of Decree of Rage, okay? Everything else is going to be a nice to have. I would like to have a copy of Decree of Rage since it's the first preview card I've done for any game. Okay, Grumpy Rock Bear. How do we sorting this? Now I've got to remember the order that they go. It's red over here with Dune Surfer. It's red-green, right. Hand Hammer. Wondering if there's a way for people to break that. Apprentice Mage. Mask Mother. Call her Mother. Where do we go up to in this set? Seems like a smaller set. Repair Specialist, Master Crashing Thunder, Sanction, a Patch Parabot. That's a playable. We'll put some playables like in another place, or maybe we do this here. No, I'm not sponsored by Monster. If anybody wants to sponsor the stream, you're welcome to, and I will easily swap. Threshold of the Grey, Shen, we already hit 1 Shen, so that'll do. The wrong decree, okay. But Decree of Unity, I mean, arguably, I think this is probably, I don't want to say the most playable, because I think it's maybe not, but this is like probably the most. Pay 2, recycle 1, and kill a Chaos unit. Can't target Baron. So what do you get? If Mind Splitters are still played, I mean, it depends what else is there. We should separate our rares. I'll come up with a system for doing this. Free is the most playable, no matter what requires it. Oh, green. Okay, yeah. That's fair. Yeah, honestly, when I saw the green one announced, and I looked at mine, I was like, that's a hard counter to mine. Like, that's a hard counter to Decree of Rage. It's just like, give it 4 more might. I'm like, okay, cool. You just immediately go through it. So, yeah, that's fair. That's a very fair assessment. The secret is, when you're casting, like, I saw previews, but until all of the cards are out and the real decks are being made, I don't like looking at like what goes into the meta too much, because like when people sit down against me and it's half of a new set in a deck, I'm like, that's garbage. Just take that garbage out of there. I don't want this in my brain. Like, I want a full set deck or nothing. So when people were like drip feeding cards out and putting them in different decks, that is not how I work. Affectionate Purr, that is actually how my cat is, so I'll take that. Mesmerize, Up from the Deep. Now this card slaps. This card, if people, I'm just gonna say this is my sleeper of the season that I saw. When I saw it, I was like, that's an Aurora card right there. It slaps. I haven't even played it, and I know it does. Reluctant Leader, Jagged Cutlass, Kinku Lifeblade. One of them. Consuming Curse. Hungry Wolf. Hungry like the Wolf. Questionable Tome. Hey, alright. We already got Jace. Nice. And Ambessa. Who, gotta admit, don't really know much about. Hey, Flop, how's it going? I don't really know much about Ambessa, and same with Mel. Outside of Arcane, Season 2, don't know. She's in the game after I stopped playing Wild Rift. That's how long ago it was. Which I saw the Wild Rift crossover with Vendetta, so I'm like, maybe I should come back. Maybe Grandad should get the thumbs working again. Oasis Raider. All Poro. Dredge Up. Keeper of Law. Legion Marauder. Stargazer. This is also going to help me learn the cards. Dragon Form. Ravenbloom Prefect. Okay. Heisho. Shell of the World. Players ignore deflect while playing for spells. Okay, interesting. Paka Protector. Ooh, Hextech Formula is very pretty. Percentage exhausting currently. Okay. Ooh, Eclipse Dragon also quite pretty. And Akali. Like, that's regular art Akali. Okay, cool. Honestly, coming from Magic, where like the packs, you can sometimes get a nice hit outside of a collector booster, but the artwork in Riftbound packs really sways me. Really baits me, I guess I should say. Like, where I'm like, ooh, that looks really fancy. There's an easier way to open the packs. If you tell me scissors, I swear to God. Rather, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I hope to be casting more RQs. I can tell you, I'm not doing Barcelona, but I will be there. No, Carly's regular back. I think that was the lighting. Just the lighting. Yeah, if you say Scissor Star, I swear, I'm going to jump off my 10th floor balcony. Brittle Steel, Field Musicians, Iterative Design, Forsaken Bakai, Fretful Feline. Aw, what a cutie. Tornado Warrior, Solari Sunhawk. Clairvoyance. CV the Fountain. Quick. Those of you playing League Classic with me will understand. Marshall feels a hit coming. Okay. Shadow Temple. Soul Spinner. Forgotten Relic. What is that? Master of Shadows. Zed. Okay. Wasn't that pack. Wasn't that pack. Oh, I know I probably could do these packs a better way, but Mournful Witness, this card everyone's talking about is how good it is. I think it's going to be good. Cloud Drake, Blade Twirler, Tools of Empire. This is the broken one with Jace, right? Like, not this Jace, but like, once this goes, you just... Where did I put the rare in the common pile? Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. So you just untap Tools of Empire a ton of times and pump stuff up, right? Shadowwood Disciple, Soul Spinner, Brutal Hunter, Shadow Fiend, Sacred Protector. Windighost, we know that's... People are expecting it to be good. Up from the Deep. Auroch General. What is this? Didn't even see this card. So 5 for 5. Empowered. Your units that are empowered have +2. So you're paying 4 for maybe more than 2. Interesting. Don't know. Astral Heron. Very beautiful card. When you play your first card each turn if I am at a battlefield, your next card costs 2 and 2 less. That seems pretty cool. Seems pretty fun. It's a burb. Last one from the vault. Last one from the vault. I actually don't know what the hits genuinely are in this set. Esteemed Hierophant. Octopus. What a name. Punching Power. Scene Ascetic. Ascetic? Ascetic. Kinku Lifeblade. Reluctant Leader. Fretful Feline. Protective Sands. When you conquer here, if you control 4 of your rooms, you may pay 1 to draw 1. If you control 4 or... Oh, so it's like a Renekton card. Okay. I also did not look at the battlefields, I'm going to be honest. Tomb Raider Barbara. Sky Cruiser. There's a joke in there somewhere. Pendulum Blade. Crumbling Sands. Decree of Strength. Alright. Okay, so that was our vault. So we got Akali. So the, I guess, hero champion of the set. Astral Heron, I feel like I've seen people talking about this card. I don't know which deck's in. We'll find out. So I'm guessing that's a version of a hit. Again, not really following the stuff. I know that Jace, I have Auroras, so I need Jaces, so that'll do. Exclusively Nasus, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I saw people playing Nasus, I think it was, with it. But again, I don't actually pay that much attention. I think I'll just keep adding to these piles. Does anybody know, does this have any boosters in it? Rulebook, blah, blah, blah. Marshall, you opened these. This already. Does it have packs in it, or is it just the decks? Oh, okay. You get 2 packs? Okay. I shall open it then. I just figured I didn't want to subject you all to... Oh, that's really unsatisfying. Didn't want to subject you all to me going through starter decks. Live on stream. But these are actually really cool. My plan is probably to sleeve them in the Diana and... no, Poro, don't do that. Hey, baby, I know this looks like an open space, but it is less... Oh, that's all right. No worries, Marshall. I'll just put them in the sleeves later and put this back in. Okay. All right, 2 packs from the decks. 2 packs. Baby, you can stay there. If I move stuff down, maybe that lets you stick around a little bit. Although you're gonna then tell me that you wanna sit. It does mean that some of our rares are gonna be behind the camera. Or at least, maybe I can space them out. That's fine, we'll leave it with the legends. Dredge Up. Forsaken Bakaya. Twilight Shroud. Ah! Haha, you don't even know. This card is so close to being busted. This is so close to, what's the magic equivalent? Oh, that's gonna, Snakeskin Veil. This is so close to Snakeskin Veil, but so far away at the same time. This card, everything other than flow equivalent on Magic exists on a card that's reaction speed. Like, as in Magic, there's a version that is reaction speed, and it says can't be targeted. Like gives it +1. Hey, baby, come on. No. hey. Okay, all right. Hey, come on. Yes, you did manage to make a mess before I moved you off the desk. Thanks, Riot, for sending all these things for my cat to sit on. She's fine. She's just whining. Cool. Let's continue. Apprentice Mage, Shadowblade Lurker, pulled 3 other cards with it. Dragonform, Tools of Empire, Raging Prefect, Heisho again, Pocket Protector, Shiny Dragon Roost, Decree of Insight. Well, we're at 3 decrees, and Renekton. Three decrees and none of them mine. None of them are the Decree of Rage. So we'll see. We'll see if we end up getting one. Punching Power. Esteemed Heart. Grumpy Rockbat. Tornado Warrior. Horns of the Dragon. Fretful Feline. Kinku Lifeblade. Clairvoyance. Dame the Despoiler? Or it's not Dame. There would be a thing. It'd be Dame. Shadow Temple. Another Dragon Form. Ilawi. Shuriken Flip. Okay, we might be playing Akali. we might be playing Akali at this point. Oh god, I just had the most equivalent of like a Pavlovian effect. Like this song, when I was on EULCS, used to start the stream. This is one of 3 songs when we were about 5 minutes out from broadcast, and it is impossible for me not to feel like I'm about to go live on broadcast when I hear it. This version of Piercing Light. This entire album is actually probably about to trigger me as it comes on, because it is going to make me feel like we're going live for EULCS. Alright, but we're not doing EULCS. What we're doing is we're going to open the box. Let's do it. Sorry, Asta. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, actually. As long as I don't pull the overnumber Akali, it's not that bad, is it? Alright. Let's go. I'm going to go a little bit quicker. Not too quick, because we are saying a big old thank you to Riot Games for sending me these cards. Ruthless Strike. Mournful Witness. Dredge Up. Plateworm Egg. That's a Jace card. I've seen people playing that. Shadowblade Lurker, Dragon Form. It feels like I've got a lot of Dragon Form. So I feel like I'm like able to build Jace as long as I hit the Legend and maybe one more Jace. Shatters the Past. Yay! Yay! We got him. We got him. Got our promo card. Got the one that I announced. Our preview card, I should say, not promo. Pack 1 from the box. Pack 1. I'm not going to celebrate anything higher than that, but... And Decree of Discord. Okay, cool. So, is that every Decree now? Strength, Discord, Rage... No, I didn't get green. I'm green away from having full Decrees. That feels very rewarding to have a copy of a card that I was able to preview. So, again, thank you to Riot. Mesmerize, Punching Power, Reluctant Leader, Fretful Feline, Up from the Deep, Dragon Form, Shock Blast, Rampage, Pendulum Blade, Hand Hammer. There's Mel. Mel. Ooh! That can't happen very frequently, surely? Having the champion? Is this the actual chosen champion, Mel? Or are people playing? Is there another one? There's gotta be a blue one, right? Empower, discard a spell. When I become empowered, banish an enemy unit with battlefield. Banish an enemy unit at the battlefield 3 or less. The other one. Well, close enough. You know, thematically, I appreciate getting Rebuttal and Mel in the same place, and I'm gonna just don't scream at me when I do this. I'm gonna put Rebuttal with Mel in purple, and I'm gonna put Shuriken Flip with Akali. When I actually sort them, I will put them in order. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. Forsaken Bakai, Twilight Shroud, Apprentice Mage, Punching Paro, Tornado Warrior, Horns of the Dragon, Fretful Feline, Key Barrier, Shadows of the Past, Kinku Temple, units of tank have +1, okay, Shen Battlefield, Serene Sepik. There's the other Akali, and Akali. Okay, are these packs like, are the rares seeded into like pairs? Rares for pairs. Rares for pairs. We have a Mel pack followed by an Akali pack. I mean, sure. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. Field Musicians. Thought the preview for that was really funny. I'm sorry, I cannot remember off the top of my head names. I'm terrible with them. Forsaken Bakai, Plateworm Egg, Stargazer, Disciple of Shen, Legion Marauder, Sacred Protector, Wind and Ghosts, Risen Altar. There's the Ribbon, and there's Kennen. There's our boy, the Legend Kennen. Oh, whoa, triple rare pack. Oh. Because of our foil slot was a rare, and I didn't even clock it. Silent Knights was the preview. Thank you, Jacob. Altar Renekton. Renekton in his best beachwear vibe. We got the alt art croc. One of the two dudes kissing, I think. Wait, was it in Two Dudes Kissing? Was that Volley and Renekton? I can't remember. Can't remember who was in it. That's Clash of Giants, by the way, if anyone doesn't know what I'm referring to, the Two Dudes Kissing. Although, to be honest, if you're in my stream, you probably know that I talk about Two Dudes Kissing quite a lot. Esteemed Hierophant, Grumpy Rock Bear, Oasis Raider, Affectionate Power, Kinky Lifeblade, Reluctant Leader, Legion Marauder, Resonating Strike, Covert Informant, Noxian Demolitionist. I have a million Clash of Giants. Piltover Forge. While you control this battlefield, that first friendly gear activated ability played. Okay. Maybe a Jace card then? Ambessa and Swain. Swain. I've got to admit, I don't know if I feel like... Oh, Cannon Hook Battlefield, cool. I don't know whether I feel like Swain effect is what I thought Swain thematically does. You kind of get that? Maybe it's because I haven't played Swain in a very long time, but I feel like Swain's theme is just like unkillable in its own way, like bird tokens, something like the more bird tokens you have, the higher my might, or something like that. Serene Ascetic, Oedipus, Brittle Steel, Esteemed Hierophant, Shadowblade Liquor, Horns of the Dragon, Jagged Cutlass, Parker Protector, COVID Informant, Backeye Witherclaw, Grumpy Rockbear in the foil, Hex Tech Disc, cool, Zed Master of Shadows. I will say, it does feel like I'm getting fewer legends in this set. Has it already changed with how they're printing legends, or is that on the next set with how many are in packs? I don't know whether that was too openly discussed. It is a questionable tone with the strike, Twilight Shroud, Mask Mother, Keeper of Law, Guttural Roar, Spiderling number 1. We're only 39 away from a deck. Hey Tubby, how's it going? Shadow Fiend, Lacerate, Twilight Step, Kenku Lifeblade in the foil, Renekton, Two Dudes Huggin'. Oh, that is gorgeous. That foiling is beautiful. The Cannon alt art will take it when my Cannon cards actually show up. They're stuck in the mail. Love that Cannon. Very pretty card. Foiling looks beautiful. Very happy to have had that come through. Hopefully that means I only need to find like one more to play Cannon. I don't have hooks. Oh, I forgot that this version of this song is way too late. Huh? What are you talking about? Javen, what are you chatting? Oh, but Luke. We don't always need to rag on Luke, okay? We don't always have to rag on Luke. I don't have copies of hooks, but every time I play a hook deck, I'm like, the deck comes out backwards. And I like get the hooks without the units, so I get the units without the hooks, and I'm like, I just think I'd prefer playing it regular. So if my cards arrive, I want to try and play it Miracle, but we'll see. Grumpy Rockbear, Blade Twirler, Mournful Winds, Cloud Drake, Spiderling number 2. We're double the way there. We're now 2 out of 39. Keeper of Law, Guttural Roar, Perfect Execution, Escaped Greyback, Shadows of the Past, Foil Protective Sands, Temporal Breach, banish a unit. This card I've already seen people breaking. Breaching Elder Dragons seems nuts. Seems genuinely nuts. Auric General, Biceps. Why they gotta be bi? No bi-erasure here. Kaiser using its Flicker Bryn here? Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. I have opened first card of the pack, so many Grumpy Rock Bears today. But I'm not complaining. Thank you, Riot, for sending me cards. Dune Surfer, Handhammer, Disciple of Shem, Plateworm Egg, Shadowblade Lurker, Soul Spinner, Sandswept Tomb, Frostcoat Mother, lots of mothers in this set, Patch Parabot, Tomb Raider Barbara, Mina Swiftfoot, Each time I move to the battlefield, choose one. Discard one or draw one. Okay. And another Decree of Unity. So we got our maybe sideboards if we're playing yellow sorted, which I guess maybe. Maybe. Sounds like I'm grumpy about it. Yeah, it does, but you know. Tomb Raider Barbara, you're in the wrong place. Get out of here, Barbarella. Questionable tome. I watched Barbarella a few years ago. Interesting watch. Soul Spinner. Tools of the Empire. Up from the deep. Piltover Forge. Barbarella's back. Applied Researchers. A Ruthless Strike in the foil spot. Rage Amplified. Is it Amplified Decree of Rage? Hang on a second. Are we onto something? Is it the combo? No, they do nothing. They do nothing together. They do nothing. What is this card? Empire. Oh yeah, we only have one if you're empowered. They have +2. Okay, that doesn't work. Ooh, there's regular Zed. Again, this artwork and the way that it looks for just a regular, like, it's the champion, is so beautiful. I know everyone says it. There's so many cards that you hit them in a pack and you're like, oh my god! Like, I got so many copies of Vi from... Was it Spirit Forged? I don't know. It may have been Unleashed. One of them. There was like a alt art Vi, maybe it was even Origins. And I just remember like seeing it and thinking, damn, that's really really beautiful, which it is. And then you like look at the 6 that are in my box and I'm like, oh. Princess Mage, Bukai Sand Spinner, Affectionate Faro, Mesmerize, Guttural Roar, Spiderling number 3, 300% of the way. Horns of the Dragon, that's not how math works. Dame the Despoiler, Consuming Curse, Key Barrier, Questionable Tome in the foil. Another Shen. Hey, okay, we got another Jace. Another Jace is good. That helps. That helps. I think, what are we looking for? I need Acceleration Gates. And probably that's like a Jace Legend. And then I think I probably have the stuff to do Jace Aurora. Not 100% sure. Bukai Sand Spinner, Mournful Witness, Oedipus, Blade Twirler, Keeper of Law, Jagged Cutlass, Shadowblade Lurker, Profiteer, Protective Sands, Perfect Execution, Double Execution, bam, Decree of Discord, and there's Shen. Hey, ooh, oh, hang on a second. Hello. Hello, Chaos Room. That is prettier than I was expecting. So that's the Nexus Knight one that I pulled earlier. This dark aspect of the Chaos Rune actually like hits really hard. That's very cool. That's very, very, very cool, the way that it sits. Very cool. Nice. Good. I have another one though, so it means I can probably run the unique runes that I want to do. Because you know me, I have to have unique runes. I can't match. Oasis Raider, Opara, Dredge-Up, Brittle Steel, Brutal Hunter, Mask Mother, Massacre Crashing Thunder, Tail Cloaked Matriarch, in other words, Mother, Kinku Temple, Sanction, pretty Hextech formula again, Mel Soul's Reflection. Hello. Hiding out here behind Mel with another Shuriken Flip. This box is telling me to play Akali. This box is telling me to play Akali. So I've had Akali, 2 signature spells, a legend. Was it the other Akali as well? It's like, hey, do you want to play Akali? I think you should play Akali. And I'm like, I wasn't planning on it, but I guess if I have the deck, I guess if I have everything for it. Hand, Hammer, Mesmerize, Brittle Steel, Twilight Shroud, Disciple of Shen, Fretful Feline, Mask Mother, Lacerate, Tail Cloaked Matriarch, Mystic Vortex. When showdown cards with reaction cost 1 more to play. Hidden cards have... Yeah, that's fair. Ah, Foil Spiderling. Hey, we got the... Okay, we have one of every decree. I decree we are done with decrees. And a Hextech Disc. Alright, I think we're about halfway through the box. So I'm pretty happy with where we're going. I will have to like remember what was in the vault and what was in the box, but it's fine. We can do that. Field Musicians, Iterative Design, Forsaken Bakai, Mournful Witness, Repair Specialist, Up from the Deep, Reluctant Leader, Sky Cruiser, Onslaught, Threshold of the Grey. When combat starts, you attack. Oh, this is the broken one. This is the broken one that gives everybody extra. Applied Researchers in the foil slot. Another Eclipse Dragon. It is pretty. When I move, if you control 4 of it, yeah. Another Forgotten Relic. Okay. Alright. You know, we can't all... Not every pack can live up to be a hit. If every pack was a hit, then no pack is a hit. That's how that works. Be the best Riftbound pack that you can be. Iterative Design. Dune Surfer, Field Musicians, Slurry Sunhawk, Repair Specialist, Tornado Warrior, Master Crashing Thunder, Sanction, Patched Horribot, Onslaught, Foil Tools of Empire, Hextech Formula, which baits me every single time I get it, and Ambessa, Matriarch of War. Still no Jace. Still no Jace Legend. Cloud Drake, Blade Twirler, Esteemed Hierophant, Jagged Cutlass, Kinku Lifeblade, Keeper of Law, Legion Marauder, Shadow Assassin, Hungry Like the Wolf, Gust Monk. When you play me, 1 is additional cost. When you play me, if you pay the additional cost, banish a card. Why is this not just Gust? This should be Windsinger. This should be Windsinger's effect, and Windsinger's effect should be this. It's Gust Monk. It should be Gust on a monk. This is trash yodel. Soul Spinner in the foil. Glowstone. This is the one that blows up, right? Yeah. Oh! Ooh, that's very pretty. That's very pretty. That's the alt art Jace. When you play me, or the first time you play a non-token gear each turn, you may ready something besides me that's exhausted. So this is the not played one, right? Because other Jace is the one that you played earlier. But that's still very pretty. That is still gorgeous. Very, very pretty. So from the box, we got Rune. We've still got more to go, but we've already got Cannon, Jace, the Rune, a couple signature spells. Not bad. Not bad. And obviously, I'm looking for just playables at this point. That's the biggest thing I'm looking for is playables. Everything else is just nice to have. Grumpy again. Forsaken Bakai. Esteemed Hierophant. Legion Marauder. Spiderling. That's what, number 4? 5? I lost count. How did I lose count of 4 or 5-ish? Let's hedge our bets. Let's say 4. Dragon Form, Brutal Hunter, Sandswept 2, Consuming Curse, Hungry Wolf, ooh, Morgana, hello, hi Morgana, When you play me, deal damage. I see foiling back here. And whether that's a bait or not, I don't know. We'll get there. When you play me, deal damage to a unit equal to damage marked on it. Okay. It also could just be a legend. I always get baited by how the foiling on legends is. Fallen Feline, when you play me, name a spell. When I'm at battlefield, opponents can't play spells of that name. And it's Nasus Ascended. Okay. Okay, Nasus. I see you. I see you. I see you, Nasus. Marshall Neo. Marshall Neo. I always do that. I like see foiling in the back of a pack, and it was the worst on like I think it was Spirit Forge or Unleash, one of the two, where I was every pack I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get something cool, and then it would just be like a double legend pack, and I'd be like, cool, got my hopes up. Oedipus, Punching Clara, Serena Ascetic, Questionable Tone, Stargazer, Dragon Form, Fretful Feline, Shadow Temple, Resonating Strike, Clairvoyance, Crumbling Scent. That's a rare in the foil slot. Let's see where this is going. That is a legend for Renekton, Butcher of the Sands. Siphoning Strike. Hey, Vendetta. Thematic. Now I've screwed my thing. It's Nasus, so it can go with Nasus. How many packs have we got? Oh, five to go. 5 to go. I feel pretty happy with what I got. I'm gonna be honest. Wouldn't mind a Cannon signature spell or a Jace signature spell. I'll take either. Either would be great. Dredge Up, Oasis Raider, Serene Ascetic, Cloud Drake, Stargazer, Horns of the Dragon, Guttural Roar, Ravenbloom Prefect, Heisho, Parker Protector, Mournful Witness, Zed Without a Sound, and Kale. Oh, we got Morgana in the last one, got Kale in this one. Fun. 4 to go. My cats are being weird. Oasis Raider, Hand Hammer, Dredge Up, Tornado Warrior, Solari Sunhawk, Tools the Empire, Shadow of the Disciple, Noxian Demolitionist, Bakai Reaper, Noxian Emissary, Up from the Deep Foil, Decree of Strength, Kennen, the other one. When you play me or I attack, you may pay 2 to stun a unit. While the stun unit enemy unit here, I get plus 2. Cool. 3 to go. 3 to go. Punching Power, Affectionate Power, Apprentice Mage, Shadow Order Disciple, Reluctant Leader, Plate Wamag, Kinku Lifeblade, Clairvoyance, Dame the Despoiler, Shadow Temple, Keeper of Lore in the foil spot, Third Shen, WTF 3 Shens, Mel Soul's Reflection, still no Jace. Did I get a Kennen Legend? Yes, I did. Okay, I got a Kennen Legend at least. No Jace Legend! I feel like we're actually chasing it now. We've gone the other way! Alright. This and one more pack. Ruthless Strike, Affectionate Power, Iterative Design, Bakai Sand Spinner, Soul Spinner, Brutal Hunter, Kinku Lifeblade, I feel it building, Ravenbloom Prefect, will it be with the drop? Mystic Vortex, Sandstone Chimera, Profiteer's in the foil slot. Behind Profiteer, it's a Plaza Guardian, and behind a Plaza Guardian, does it match up? Rage Amplifier, Okay, my rage is amplified that didn't line up. That would have been sick. That would have been sick. Let's be real. Although the drop was kind of low, so. All right, last pack. Give it the streamer, like wave it at the camera. Chat, give it your energy. One more pack. And I think that's it. That will be the last. So I will say thank you to Riot Games for sending me Vendetta stuff. I'll stick around for a little bit, sorting and pulling things together. But it is the last pack of the box. Ruthless Strike. All Poro. Questionable Tone. Blade Twirler. Soul Spinner. I see something in the back. Repair Specialist. Stargazer. Shadow Fiend. Sacred Protector. Wind and Ghosts. Rare in the foil slot for a wild card. Legend in the next slot. So do we think in the last pack there is something better than what we've got here already? I can't remember how this beat drops. I'm hoping we've got something, because I'll reveal it. It's the last potential rare of this entire box. Does this even drop? I don't know whether I got 6, but we'll find out. Take a sip of my drink. I'm gonna hold the tension right there until I reveal the last hit. It's Mel. Okay, it's Mel. It's pretty. It's a pretty card. I didn't get any Crystal Rose ones, but that just shows you that not every box gets one. It is Blue Mel. Nice. It's Mel. I told you earlier in the stream. Mel for me came like after I stopped the game, so I'm like, cool, Mel and Ambessa. Love that. But no, legitimately, it's a pretty card though, at least. All right, I'm gonna see what all I ended up getting from this. I will set out my rares and epics and everything like that first. It was not a true disappointment. Surprised I didn't get a Jace legend, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll pick one up at some point over the next week. All right. So our biggest hits. What did we get? So we got Shuriken Flip. That's Alt Art. Shuriken Flip. I'm going to take the decree out because it's my preview card. This is Zed. Zed counts as well. Address the leak in Discord. What in Discord? You're funny. You're very funny. You even had me worried there for a second that I've had something on stream for a while. I think we got some good things. I'm just going through at the moment. Let's have a look. Siphon Strike, Nasus, Decree, Astral Heron. Did we get Astral Heron in the vault, right? Astral Heron was in the vault, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it was in the vault. Mel, we got Jace. Wild Claw, Decree Strength. One of the Jaces came from the box, the other one's there. Oh, Chaos Runes, pretty. Oh, we got the cannon. Yeah, we did. We got cannon. We got a rebuttal, or rebooty. Looks like that is it across epics and legendary. Let me kind of just set them out. I feel like I got a decent set of playables. I can never remember which is. Is it the orange or the yellow that is higher? The yellow is higher rarity, right? Right. Or is it orange? Those are the things that I don't need to know on cast. Those are the things I don't need to know on cast, is what rarity is more important. I guess we'll just layer that like that. I mean, the light's a little bit aggressive. Let's see if I can move that. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that set of rares. I mean, I definitely got enough to like play Akali at Nexus Nights. I don't know whether it's like a full competitive deck, but I feel like 2 Shuriken flips, the champion. Wait, where did the Akali go? She's there. Okay, yeah. I feel like that is probably enough to play it. Oh, and the Astral Heron was here as well, but I think that came from the vault. I'm gonna include it because I'm like that. And then a bunch of legends that I need to double check. We didn't get anything. You would have caught me if I'd have got anything overnumbered. I would have known as well, but cool. That's some really cool stuff. I'm probably gonna build a Kali to bring to Nexus Nights next week. Do we know whether cards are live tomorrow? Do we know? Do we know? I'm guessing they're legal tomorrow. Feels like that would be a bit bad-mannered if I'm the only one playing with real cards at Dice Saloon. Cool. I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier and plug the event that we have coming up. As of August 15th, we have an event in Brighton. It is sold out, unfortunately, but if you are attending, you get... hang on, let's go full screen. Let's go full screen. You get one of these with your ticket. You get a playmat included in your ticket price. So, those of you that have a ticket already, congrats, you will get a playmat. The rest of the people that are interested, there should be a way of getting them after the event. I do not have the full details on it yet, but I will share them when I have them. As said, QR code down here. If you do want to support the stream, if you do want to help out in building it, I am basically going to be working on that for the next 3 weeks of my life, figuring out how to make it work. And yeah, if you want to help us, the other thing you can do to help is just tune in. August 15th, we are going to have a stream. It is probably going to be right here on my channel. Shrug, probably. We'll see. I'm assuming that's where it's going to be. W is going to be joining me on stream, as is Zach, and then a friend of mine, Alex, who does a lot of production for Riftbound stuff in general. He helps behind the scenes at the RQs, which is great. He's going to be a big help. And if you're watching this on VOD and it's after August 15th, I hope I've done some VODs on my YouTube channel. If not, see you in Brighton for the event. See you online on my stream for the event. I should say thank you again to Riot for sending me a pretty awesome box of stuff with Vendetta. I'm looking forward to the set. You'll be able to play it locally. Check out your pre-refs this weekend if you're watching this live. I know some people are going for like 6, so do that if there's enough near you. And then I'll see people in Barcelona. If you're watching on VOD and it's not yet RQ Barcelona, come and say hi. I'm going to be just playing side events, probably trying to grind out a metal card, just like most people are. Not casting the event. Hopefully I'll do some more casting either later in the year or whenever we find out about more events. I would love to be doing more. But for now, I am going to say goodbye because I am going to go and sort all of these cards. And I'm going to build a Kali. And yeah, I'm gonna have a good evening. So thank you very much for watching. Catch you all soon.